Welcome to the GTP. My name is Scott, where we talk all things manga, and this video is going to be a little different as I've been reflecting on the recent passing of Akira Toriyama. Now, he's very famous for Dr. Slump, Sandland, and as well of all time is Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball itself probably had such a major effect on manga as we know it. It was a stepping stone for many manga artists, and some of the most famous artists from Naruto as well as One Piece. They took a lot of their inspiration, and one of their favorite works was always from Akira Toriyama. So with that, I thought the best thing we can do is let's go ahead and we'll do an unboxing, giving you more details about this series. Now, what's interesting is in Japan, it's 42 volumes total, where in America they brought it down to 16 volumes, and then another 26 over here to a Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but it's one entire series. So if you're asking how should I start this series, if I want to go ahead and reflect on the author, I think one of the best ways we can do that is by showing our support. So with that, if you're looking for a way to be able to experience the author themselves, one thing I found just through reflecting or even grieving or dealing with loss myself is trying to put myself in their shoes or better understand them as a person. What were they like? What did they enjoy? And I thought one of the best ways we can do that with this artist, with Mr. Akira, is being able to go through these sets. So let's go ahead and talk about Dragon Ball first, and I'll give links below. I think I bought both of these on Amazon for a fairly good deal. I've seen this go for, if you can find this around $120, $130, I think that's a steal. But let's go ahead and look at here. Gotta love that Velcro. But one of my favorite things here, even though it's in a box, almost you don't want to put in the box here because we have this lovely spine here. And if you've seen my other unboxing videos, I always like to count at first because sometimes you'll see duplicates where you'll have like 2 8s and not a 9 here. So that's always important to me, is go ahead and make sure, hey, do I have all the numbers here? And yes, I do. So here is the lovely front. Gosh, I love seeing this type. I don't know why more series don't go and have something continue on like this. Man, I love it so much here. So with that, what else is we get here is we get a lovely poster. I'm not one to hang up posters, as I don't want to ruin it as a collector the value, but it's not really a matte finish, but it is a nice poster. I actually appreciate this over usually the glossy ones. So here's our poster. As well as, I got emotional just looking at this, Dragon Ball Know-It-All here, this little booklet. And the first thing is you'll see when you open it, it says Enter the Dragon Ball, is they have a Q&A with Toriyama himself. And I just made me think about it. I watched Dragon Ball as a kid, Dragon Ball Z, and I ended up watching it with a loved one who's no longer around themselves. So that just got to me, is here's something that I enjoyed with someone who's no longer alive. And now we also have the author who has now passed. And at 68, I think he passed away at 68, is such a young age. So this was just beautiful in itself. This just little booklet came in. So let's go ahead and look at the volumes here of Dragon Ball itself. I'll show you just so you can get a little bit. I really do appreciate the artwork here of Goku. And man, Toriyama did such a good job. Just a fun series. It's captivating the imagination. Now, one thing I do want to talk about with this series is looks can be a little deceiving, is for being a Geek Set parent channel, I've had a lot of parents always ask us, hey, is this a series for kids? And I'm actually going to say that this is not a series that I recommend for kids. In fact, I think I made a mistake letting my younger ones watch the original Dragon Ball. We watched for a couple episodes. It was great. And then I forgot about Mr. Mashiroshi here and him going to Bulma and asking to see her underwear. So because of that, Bulma doesn't realize she doesn't have underwear on, and she guys and decides to show off her complete front without underwear to this creepy old man. And it was just a bit pervy. I think my kids are asking why his nose is bleeding, and I just felt completely embarrassed. I turned it off and had to talk to my kids about just how wrong that is to be ever asking anyone to see their underwear, let alone what those implications were. So because of that, I do not recommend this for kids. It's rated teen and up, and I do agree with that setting, it being a teen and up story. So there is all of Dragon Ball. Let's go ahead and look at our lovely next box set, Dragon Ball Z. Now this one is probably more known than Dragon Ball and just in the America setting, where it just had some of the most powerful arcs, especially in the beginning. Growing up with Toonami, this is one of the few shows that was on every afternoon on the Cartoon Network. And I could not get enough. I even had my grandma get me the VHS tape. You know what VHS tape is? It's a large square, not a disc. It's a tape that you'd have to rewind, and that would have the episodes. Because I was dying to find out what happens, I had to get the VHS tape, which only could hold 4 episodes, which is nuts compared to DVDs and Blu-rays now. Again, look at this lovely spine here. This, man, I love this so much as we're going through how everything is connected. If you want to know who my favorite character was, it was Piccolo, and then they made Piccolo weak, and I was really sad and frustrated because I just thought he was such an awesome character, and I wish he got stronger, and sadly he did not. So here is more. This is probably a cover that's very well known, and usually it's seen a lot for when, at least when I think of Akira Toriyama, is this cover here of Goku. So this is, we'll go ahead and show you here all the lovely books. And look at Piccolo, how amazing he looks there, even though they make him a punching bag later, which bothers me. I don't understand that entirely, but such a, oh, now that is a beautiful picture right there, Piccolo. So this is, just want to show you here, get more and more of the story, and it's just, if you're, you know, for some reason you're like, what is Dragon Ball? It is an action adventure series, and it's about coming of age, growing up. And what I appreciate that Akira Toriyama did, I apologize for saying that bad, is generations, where you get to see multiple generations of, first you get to see Goku as a child, and you see him grow up as an adult, and then you see him have a family of his own, and then you get to follow his children as well. And that is something I think is so beautiful is in a story, is seeing multiple generations. That's something I also love about Naruto as well. I think we want to see multiple generations. I want to find out what happens after the hero saves the day. I want to know what his next chapter of his life is, because it doesn't end. I always try to think, is he able or she able to pass on what they learned to somebody else? Because there's always going to be new people that rise and fall. And, you know, that famous saying, you know, you end up dying a hero or live long enough to be a villain. You wonder, you know, does he become a villain eventually? Can he always stay good? Do his circumstances change when he has children? Is he willing to maybe do something he didn't do before? Can his children follow his example? Was he a good father figure? Was he a good model? Oh, sorry, I just take it back. Love these covers. It's just fun. Also reminds me of Hunter. Hunter has some of these fun covers too. But here we go with our lovely Dragon Ball Majin Buu, the last arc. We go here, and we got 2 more. Ooh, this one's nice and thick. You know I like those thick volumes. And then the last one here, nice and thick as well, volume 26 here. And it does come with a lovely poster, so let's go ahead and I'll show you that poster. It has the same sort of feeling as the Dragon Ball poster, more of a matte instead of glossy. I'll show you there if you wanted to put them together. Something you could do. And then this has another lovely little booklet. Now this booklet here, we'll flip it. It's talks about if you want to know the hairstyles. Oh, 21 things every human should know about Dragon Ball. So if you want to know if you know those 21 things or not, you know, you can get this here. Now this one, I think I got it for around 150 on Amazon. It might have gone up a bit, but I'd probably pay around that for this, 150, 140, or even 160. Here are, what are the best fights, you wonder? Well, this booklet will tell you. So this is the second booklet here, which I appreciate. These things you're only going to get with the box set. And then inside here, we have our little guy over here just enjoying a snack. And that, my friends, is all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, this is just my way of trying to show honor to Akira Toriyama. Thank you so much for the impact that you made on my life and just the memories I had through a very difficult time. My parents got divorced, and it was sitting with my brother that we ended up watching the show together. My brother passed away and he's no longer here, but I still have those sweet memories I had of sitting on the couch after school together, waiting for mom to come home, and we would watch Dragon Ball together. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun seeing the fight sequences, seeing at the cost of everything, seeing they're not going to make it, and then when all hope is gone, seeing Goku rise up again and they'll save the day. It was just very, very meaningful. So Akira Toriyama, thank you so much for the impact you made in my life, and I know the impact you've made in many, many others. And there's so many wonderful stories that we have today due to your influence. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you.